Hello, former Mobile Task Force unit member. Always such a pleasure to get my hands on one of the Foundation's fallen angels, if you will. Now, I wonder what you managed to do to fall from grace. Injure too many civilians? Spill Foundation secrets? Or were you just that terrible at your job? Not that any of that matters now. You should get used to your new role, as short-lived as it will likely be. Oh, don't ramble on to me about how this punishment will soon be over for you. Do you really think it's going to be that easy? Perhaps some of our other co-workers would take a bit of mercy on you, knowing the position you once held, but not me. Not for the likes of you.
Oh, why not? You need us. You almost always have one of us stationed at your door before testing.
Do you really think that I need one of you around to run my experiments? If anything, the lot of you get stationed there for the D-class's benefit, not mine. I suppose you are correct about one thing, though. This will be the last experiment that you are ever put through. I'm going to make sure of it, and I'm going to enjoy this immensely. Now, former task force, I'm sure you've gotten quite a few injuries in your heyday. Quite a few indeed. It seems as though every bone in your body has taken on at least some form of damage, one way or another. I bet you thank your lucky stars that the medical department was able to fix you up so nicely every time. You know, I hope you held those painful memories close, but worry not if you haven't. They'll all come rushing back to you very shortly. You see, I think SCP-7911, specifically 7911-1, will make for quite the lovely candidate to use in testing on you. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. I forget that you aren't all as well-versed in these matters as you should be. Not that I'm complaining, necessarily. Your ignorance does tend to make my life easier at the end of the day. I suppose I will enlighten you, though. I still have records to keep, after all. SCP-7911-1 is a set of bandages labeled ProMed Solutions, a standard in appearance for their function, which likely caused quite a few patients to meet their untimely end at the hands of well-meaning doctors who were simply trying to patch them up. They were first discovered in Bridgeport, Pennsylvania, within St. Vincent's Medical Center, after a few incidents of patients experiencing worsening injuries following the use of said bandages. You see, time may heal all wounds, but old scars can always be reopened, and the anomalous effects of 7911-1 seem to be quite good at bringing back any and all injuries in full force. Full force and beyond, actually. Keep those bandages on, and the wounds will continue to worsen until removal or, well, death. Feel those memories of every injury you've ever sustained coming back to you now, former task force? Every ache, pain, and burning sensation? I can see that grimace on your face. This is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy watching you succumb to every injury you have ever had, and I'm going to have you wrapped head to toe in SCP-7911-1. I likely won't be able to rid the experiment chamber of the smell of rotting flesh for months after. But it'll all be worth it, just to see you writhe after everything. I suppose you, specifically, aren't to blame for it. That doesn't matter now, though. This will be just as cathartic regardless. Now, I'm sure that you won't hold still for me. Wouldn't it be ironic if I have an acting member of Task Force keep you still? No, I won't be that cruel. Besides, I can handle a singular, unarmed human easily. I think that it's time that we cut the camera feed.